Welcome to part 2 of me working remotely from Buenos Aires. I finished the last video by explaining you how much I love walking around a city, so here we go again, walking around Buenos Aires, showing you some cool places. This is something that I found very interesting, because they used those train tunnels and created bars. Amazing. It is still the weekend, but I needed to do some work on my side hustle, so I found a cute coffee shop, got breakfast, got a chai latte, and I started editing some videos that I pre-recorded. After that, I went to San Telmo, which is an area in Buenos Aires that has a market every single Sunday. And in that area, there's just a lot going on. There's random musicians everywhere, tons of people that sell cool things. And I just had a lot of fun just exploring and looking at the people and artists that Buenos Aires offers. And I felt very connected with this neighborhood because it has so much art everywhere. It has cobblestone, the houses look like they're in Spain. And you know, I've lived in the States for about 8 years and sometimes I do miss Europe. At the end of that day, we also checked out this very cool art show. This is happening inside an old church and you basically just have a bunch of chairs there. You can eat empanadas like I did. And then they have this incredible music and light show. It was insane. Okay, another day has come and today I have a challenge because I want to do a barbecue at the end of the day like a true person that's visiting Argentina. So I needed to buy a lot of stuff. I first went to this little store to buy some sausages. And trust me, this task is not easy if your Spanish is muy básico. Okay, I got the sausages with my broken Spanish, and now all I need to do is get some cheese, get some wine, and some veggies. Well, I thought I would get veggies, but I actually found this store, the Dulce de Leche store. I tested them all, and I bought a jar, which I didn't take with me to New York because it is empty now. Also, the lady at the store offered me a shot of liquor of Dulce de Leche, and I obviously couldn't say no to that. And on my little walk through all the stores that I needed to go to, I also found this cute little bakery. And I just got a couple of rolls and cheese balls, I believe. Next, I got some fruits and veggies, and I got this at one of the street stores that they have. I think they call them verduleria. For all of this together, I maybe paid $10 to $15. It's really cheap here. I just realized that I forgot to buy the cheese and the wine. So I need to leave the apartment again. I still have some work to do. So my current situation looks as follows. My laptop, me, the couch. So I spent the next 3 hours on my laptop working before I left the apartment again at about 8 p.m. So I needed to run to get the cheese that I wanted initially, but I found this ice cream. Look at this, insane. But let's not get distracted. I did find the cheese that I wanted to buy. It is called provoleta and it's basically a oven cheese that melts. Oh yes, the wine. I went to a little store and tried to get some help and they gave me those 2 bottles, so I bought them. Okay, fail. I bought everything. I have the sausage, the wine, the cheese, the bread, even some dessert, and now the doorman tell me that I need to reserve the rooftop, so maybe I have to barbecue here in the apartment now and make everything here instead of the grill. Let's see what happens. So I decided to open the wine bottle early because I just needed a glass of wine. It was a long day. Also, I wanted to check out if the grill is actually closed, and if you see that door, the grill was behind that door and I couldn't reach it. So yes, I needed to barbecue in my apartment. Yeah. I mean, no comment. Here we are on my final day in Buenos Aires. Like a true local, I'm taking the subway. It is actually fairly simple to use and it's so cheap. In general, I found the subways and the buses super clean in Buenos Aires, much cleaner than in New York actually. Also, the train infrastructure that Buenos Aires has just around the city is actually really incredible. And in most of those stations, you even have a tiny coffee shop that you can sit at, and those are so cute. However, that day, my friend decided to take me to this little jungle park because I really wanted to see a jungle in Buenos Aires. And we even found a little beach here. Then I needed to do some work, so I went to one coffee shop, one of many that day actually. And a note on coffee shops in Buenos Aires. What I really enjoyed was that those coffee shops are open until 8 p.m. So lots of people there. They don't meet their friends for restaurants at 10 p.m. like they eat there. No, they meet them in coffee shops at 6 p.m. Then they have maybe a coffee, maybe two. I don't know, they drink a lot of coffee there. And honestly, I think I prefer that over restaurants because at restaurants you always spend a lot of money, it's often unhealthy, and it's way more formal. So here I am just showing you a bunch of cool places that I found, like this plant store that's also a furniture store, but it's also a coffee shop. I don't know why this doesn't exist everywhere. I love the concept. But if you're someone that likes to travel like me, taking books with you, taking your laptop with you and sitting in random places and not just observing the locals, this city is perfect for you. And before I left, I made sure I had a little snack, yes, the ham and cheese croissant, and I worked a little bit on my side hustles before I left. And then unfortunately, it was my last sunset and I had to say goodbye to the city and fly back to New York.